intended. Let's find out if it's actually the finest or it's just finely marketed. All right, guys, here's the 30-second lure so you could, look good in the group chat or sound smart. Old Charter Oak is a side project from Buffalo Trace Distillery. It's the same Buffalo Trace crew we know and love. So what they were thinking here is let's treat, let's show how wild it is if we treat the wood good and we give it a different nice treatment instead of worrying about the bourbon, how the wood can change the flavor. This finest oak release was built from hand-picked American white oak staves. Right seasoning, right grain, VIP treatment. Then they filled the barrels with I believe it was the Buffalo Trace, yes, this is a Buffalo Trace rye, low rye mash bill. I wish I knew what that was. They're very secretive. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. And then they bottled it at about 90, in the 90 proof range. Translation, same DNA as some of your favorite Buffalo Trace bottles, but the barrel got the red carpet treatment. They want you to taste that, the treatment of the wood from the barrel. Let's get into this glass. Very excited about this one. I've heard about it and it was very hard to find and I got really lucky. I'm super excited. I believe I paid, I think it was $80 for this, which is not bad. I believe that's not far off MSRP. I think MSRP is 70 to 75. And I've never even seen it on the shelf. I got lucky. It was the first time I seen it. I've heard about it. And the bottle's just super cool. If you could see that. I don't know if this is the actual like cork, the wood here. I don't know if this is from the barrel, but it's super cool. It's got a little bit on the back here about the story. It says in 1874, Adam and Ben Chappies created the now famous Old Charter whiskey brand, named in honor of arguably the most well-known white oak tree in America. Then it goes to talk about, their story and, how Buffalo Trace got it. Super cool. It comes in at 95 proof. I normally typically don't like the lower proofs, but I mean, this is just cool. And, it's got a little lore behind the bottle and I love the history, so I had to get it. So let's get this open here. I don't know about you guys, but I have the worst time with the plastic on these bottles, on any bottle, any whiskey, bourbon bottle, whatever it be. Usually my wife is pretty good at this. I suck. There we go. If you guys are good, let me know your little tricks for that. All right, let's get a pop here. Wow, that was a letdown. That was a silent pop. Let's try that again. There we go, a little better there. Let's pour it in our glass. All right, on the nose. Wow, this comes in smooth and sweet. Man, I'm getting that big up front, getting the big caramel, warm vanilla. It's almost like Buffalo Trace, but stronger and more robust. You know what I think when I smell this? It's like I just walked past a bakery and they forgot to close the door. You ever walk past a bakery and you just smell all the bread and the spices? And then right behind that, the oak steps in. It's not like the smoky campfire oak that I get out of like High West. It's more like a fresh like lumber, you know what I mean? You go to Home Depot or something, you step in the wood department. I get a little honey, brown sugar. Oh wow, this is really good. Then I get the fun Then I get some fun notes that show up. I get like a cherry berry going on here. Oh wow, this smells phenomenal. Like I said, the cherry berry, you get a little grape cola. Man, you get a cherry cola vibe going on there that makes you feel a little playful and a little serious. Wow, this is really good. Now on the second nose, I'm getting like, I start picking up baking spices, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a hint of tobacco. You get a tobacco on the back end there with a little bit of roasted nuts. If you really go hunting for it, you could kind of get it on the back end there. This is definitely, if you stand there sniffing your glass for a while, you get a lot on this. The more and more I come back to it, I get a lot of it. Man, this is so robust. This is so good. It's definitely like, I can compare it like on the nose. This reminds me of Buffalo Trace, but more robust and more notes there. Like it's more freight, like it's just open. It opens up. It smells very, very good. This is great. Let's get to the first sip. Oh, this is dangerous. This is an easy drinker. Proof is chill, so no like throat punch, just a smooth slide with a warm chest hug. You definitely get it a little bit. Up front, you get that classic sweet combo that Buffalo Trace has, vanilla, toffee, brown sugar, and a darker honey note that coats your tongue. Then the oak shows up and does exactly what the label promises. It brings spice and structure without getting bitter or drying. Like the difference between a cheap palate and a well-built bar top. Same wood, different life choice. On the second sip, the personality really pops. You get chocolate-covered cherry, splash of cola, a little cocoa powder, and you definitely get like that toasted nut on the edges there. It's fucking phenomenal. It's like if Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare had a baby. Like if Eagle Rare and Cherry Cola came together, you know, and they had a baby, and they had more Cherry Cola and Eagle Rare. Man, this is so good. Wow. It changes. For me, it's like you get the notes of like Buffalo Trace, definitely from the nose, and then I'm getting like Eagle Rare mixed with like a Cherry Cola. So smooth, so good. Like coats the palate so well. This is, wow. This is really good. All right, let's get to the finish. Finish time, guys. Wow. The finish lingers longer than you'd expect for, what was it, 95? Yeah, 95 proof. Wow. The proof lingers, definitely. It sits there. It's like a slow fade away. You get caramelized sugar, toasted oak. You definitely get that vanilla bean and that soft chocolate note like hanging around. Oh, wow. There's definitely a little pepper and baking spices at the very end there. You know, it keeps going from full dessert and then it goes to like oaky dry. Then it reminds you the barrel is the star of the show. Like I said earlier, they use this to, it's all about how they treat the wood for the barrel. And this is definitely like, because you get like all the Buffalo Trace, like the normal notes, but you get like a good fancy, like laid back oak going on in the back there. It's very, very good. I've never had anything like this, to be honest with you. Man, this is definitely a pour for the garage. This is definitely, you just sit here and sip it and enjoy it. And you know, you overthink life choice energy kind of stuff. Like I totally just sip this and just think about life and enjoy it. This is definitely, if this wasn't so hard to find, I would make this like a daily sipper, just because it's so much going on here. Wow. I mean, it's just so smooth, but it's so, I don't know how to explain it. It's a very, wow, Buffalo Trace. You always seem to amaze me because it's got like, the nose is Buffalo Trace. Then, the palate goes to Eagle Rare meets Cherry Cola. And then the finish is like, you get every bit of that experiment oak in there. It's phenomenal. You get the oak, it's like, it's smooth, but it's got texture to it. It's crazy. Like I said, you could just sit back, definitely, maybe enjoy a cigar with this. I'd be curious to know if you drop some water in it, if it would open it up even more, because it's pretty open. It's really crazy. Okay, now let's get back to the topic. Let's talk reality. Is Old Charter Oak finest oak worth chasing? At staying near MSRP, like I said, I think it's 70 to 75. I got this for, I think it was 85 with taxes. This is fantastic. I want something special, but not snobby bottle. Oak lovers, chocolate, and, fans of Buffalo Trace. This is definitely a bottle. Yeah, you definitely want to chase this if you could. I mean, like I said, it's the first time I've seen it. I've heard about it. I'm super glad I found it. I don't know how hard it will be to find in your neighborhood. But at crazy markup prices, when it comes to finest oak, I think I would spend the money. Depending on how, like it says, it said MSRP is 75 or 70 to 75. Definitely think this is worth it. For secondary, I don't know how high these guys go. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments. I think I've seen it as high as like $200. Is this on the level of a $200 bourbon? I mean, I'd probably pay as high as $100, $110 for this. For secondary money, you could grab a killer, barrel proof, maybe like the E.H. Taylor, and a solid daily drinker, and still have cash for wings. So I don't know, because I don't know. I think I saw something go as high as like $800. I'm not paying $800, but this is definitely, it's a step above. I think it would be in between like E.H. Taylor barrel proof and like a Weller Special Reserve. This is very good. It's got its own thing going on. It's a complex experience. It's very bold with the flavors. I mean, every bit of it was enjoyable. So here's my garage night verdict. We're going to do flavor. It's definitely a glow up from Eagle Rare with the extra oak, chocolate, and the cherry cola swagger it's got going on there. Now on the vibe, the late night smooth talker bourbon, not loud, just cool. You know what I mean? Now my buy level, retail-ish, do it, which is, like I said, 75 to 85. I think it's 70 to 85. Let's just say that. Flipper tax, take a picture, post a meme, keep walking. I don't think I'm paying, upwards towards 200 and up for this. It's not happening. It's good, but it's hard to get up in that level for me. So our Old Charter Oak, finest oak, not the wildest bourbon on the planet, but a seriously fun twist on Buffalo Trace profile we all chase. So like I said, it's an upgrade for sure. If you're into oak that stays classy, chocolate cherry notes, sip that fits perfectly into the late night vibe, everyone's asleep but me vibe, I just want to enjoy myself, think life, sit down, get this. Now it's your turn, guys. Do me a favor, drop some comments. What's your ultimate late night bourbon right now? The one you pour when the world finally shuts the fuck up for 5 minutes. I might feature it on the next one. Let me know what it is. I'll grab your pick and I'll feature it on the Garage Night Pours. Thank you guys for coming back to the Garage Night Pours.